Good afternoon and good evening. As our glorious leader raises tariffs and threatens to invade Canada, we raise the stakes tonight and invade the CSC servers. Playoff seeding is on the line tonight as the UPS's franchise Copypastas take on the Headhunters Guild's Marksmen team in our first of a two-game premier doubleheader. As our typical Monday night stream, I am your friendly neighborhood Smokey, and alongside me is Bible Klinger. Bible Klinger, glad to have you on board, brother. How you doing tonight?
Doing well. Glad to be here. Another exciting night of Counter-Strike.
Yes, sir, indeed. Got ourselves a good old-fashioned game of Anubis. Marksman going to come out on top on the first pistol round. Should be an
That was
interesting
brutal.
setup. I was about to say, that was quick. That was one and done, in and out on the A side. Absolutely crushed.
Yeah, I think that's what you want to see right away. Set the tone for your side. No matter who you are, no matter what team you are, what standings, you always want to get the first round in a very convincing way and then follow up.
Yeah, I was about to say, it also makes a statement, instilling confidence into your team and just, getting into the groove because you've got not just this one match. It's a doubleheader, so they're going to be playing another team right after this game, which we won't be covering. They'll be playing. Copypastas will play Ooze Crew, and Marksman will play Owls. Ooh, that's going to be a tough one. But yeah, I was about to say, like, just starting early, starting hard, and just being, aggressive, especially on the pistol round, and just absolutely shutting down the T's. That's what you want. Production opening up Discord about to dox me as Eiffel. Oh, Cam, I'm not getting any audio for in game. Like, yeah, no game audio. Let's see, Eiffel opening up, or at least trying to, with the MP9 getting absolutely smashed through mid. There we go. Now we have game sound. Drinks on me with a pistol kill as well. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Ooh, K almost there. Smartly falls back, going to go for the reswing. Oh, okay. Falls back again. It's a good baiting out. Bomb will get planted. This is a little bit of extra pocket cash for the copy pastas. But K can wait for the push straight through A main. Just force him back. J-Mal gets the kill with the MP9. Just a little extra SMG farming money for the rest of the CTs. And they'll get the defuse as well. And that puts the Marksman up 2-0.
Copypastas brought that a lot closer than I would have expected. They didn't really seem to have much to go on because they didn't get the plant in the first round. But this was actually really nice. It's just a shame, though. Drinks on Me had the 1v2, and obviously he wasn't supposed to win it, but you could see just a glimmer of hope. He had the one fight he was trying to isolate, but the Marksmen played it well. They didn't push too early, they didn't die stupidly, and they just got the 2-0.
Yeah, K was smart. He kept baiting him and falling back and baiting him and falling back, and then you just allow your other teammate to just wrap around from whether it be A main or some other portion of the map where you can. Okay, J-Mal. Try to push him in. Pancake's the first one to fall. But yeah, you just keep baiting him out and let let your teammate come in for the backstab kill. That's the way to really play on those 1v2s, especially when you have the T on the post plant setup. Cloudy taking a little bit of damage as well, but J-Mal gonna go ahead and pick up that beautiful M41S fade. And a matching trinket to boot. Okay. T's will activate, though. A quick crunch over towards the bomb site. They will ignore the frags coming left and right. J-Mount tried to push through, sprays the smoke, but sees nothing. Force a reload, but it doesn't matter. Drinks on me takes him out. Yiffle, though, with the trade on Drinks on me. More smoke spams, making connections, but Sway takes down K as well, and it's all to Yiffle. Some connections made, but not good enough. Cure gets the final kill. Copypastas get the first point on the board as well. That was a pretty strong showing from this T side.
It was very clean execute. They had the bomb site isolated. They came in from E-Box. They came in from B main. The smokes covered the entire site, and the Marksmen were left a little flat-footed there, not expecting the super aggression that just came out there. One thing to note, though, is the Copypastas aren't just the #1 team, but they are a #1 team with a huge round differential. They are plus 27. They have 27 more rounds won than any of their other opponents.
That's actually insane. That's an interesting statistic.
The Marksmen, by the way, are second place in this tier, and they have a round differential of -2.
And that just goes to show how dominant some of these teams can be in their respective tiers of play. As you see, Copypastas trying to slowly reopen up this B site. Doesn't matter, moves to the opening swing, takes one down. Eiffel with one as well, Cloudy with the trade, and K with a double as well. Cloudy trying to make something out of this, but K, my lord, gets a triple in the round. Picks up an AK to boot. AK's across the board for the CTs as well, so they're farming these hoes out here. That gives them 3 on the board. Copypastas still stuck at 1.
Yeah, you got to get as many rounds as you can. Some people, I know they prefer different sides on this map. You know, sometimes it's easier to defend, let them run into you. Other times you just like to take the fight. In this case, it really seems like you really want the Marksmen to get as much as they can on the CT side before they're forced to deal with the, you know, the complexities of the T side.
Yeah, I feel like some people would say, oh, this map is, it just all depends on, like, how honest, in my opinion. As a double swing, it comes good for Cure and Sway, both getting a kill at these. It's going to be a 3, I say that, a 3 on 4, a 2 on 4 now. As Eiffel goes down very quickly. Bomb will get planted by these Copypastas team. And the CTs will just opt to save. Pancakes and both J-Mal have to tuck their tails between their legs and save their rounds and save their guns and util for the next round. So it'll still be up 3-2 by the end of this one, but, you know, kind of scratching your heads. Copypastas have been kind of bodying these sites, and it's been working out well for them. They've been playing pretty quickly. Not afraid to get aggressive. Yeah, the
That's one thing
come in.
Yeah, definitely. It's one thing I've noticed at the premier level and higher level Counter-Strike, the pacing is so much faster. They just hit the sites way more quickly than you'd expect. The lower you go in the skill tiers or in general levels, and whether it's face it, matchmaking, whatever, I notice you have slowdowns a lot more. Teams don't know what they want to do. They stop, they wait, they poke, they prod. And yes, you still have people being very, you know, exploratory in higher levels, but you'll notice pacing is extremely quick when they're ready to execute.
Both teams have also played on this Anubis map throughout this regular season. Copypastas are 2-1 for an overall round win rate of 59%, and the Marksmen are 1-2 with an overall round win rate of 50% coming into this game. So both have a lot of experience coming in towards this map on the Anubis map. Be interested to see if they have any tricks hidden up their sleeves as J-Mal takes an absolute nail biter onto Drinks on Me. Nice MD9 kill. The bait comes through. Pancakes takes down Cloudy, but Cure with the refrag onto J-Mal as well. Does to make this a 2? No, scratch that. 3 on 4. Both Pancakes and Cure really squished hard though. As Kegu tries to take a little bit more mid-aggression with his teammate, getting more map control. Try to crack open one of these sites and get the plant. They still have plenty of time to work with though. A little over a minute left. Molly smokes coming through. They'll also flash through A main. The nades come through over from the B anchor though. By mid. Eiffel holds a swing on a 1, but gets traded out by Sway. K and Cure as well. Trades going back and forth. A 1-on-2 now, but Cure has a lot of ground to make up. Only 11 HP. Gonna go ahead and go for the quick smoke plant. They know he's right there. Just wait him out. A quick dink secures the round. They'll pick up their AKs and what little utils left on the ground as Pancakes tries to find the bomb in the smoke. There we go. I'm really hoping for another Pancakes ace this game. Let's say he had an ace on Ancient with the pistols. Let's see if he can clean one up. He got a double this round, so he's been doing pretty well. So far, 5-3 on the match with an ADR over 115.
That's one thing I love about this tier. You really can't count out any team. You can't count out any player. They could always have a star round where they just come in clutch. The team could always come together. It's very dangerous when you're always at that level. You have to take every second of every round and take it seriously and not let your opponents have any room for a comeback.
So can't let them get into your head. Every round is vital. Always living on the razor's edge. A quick smoke dump and Pancakes immediately swings and gets Cloudy. That's gonna be salt in the wound. Cure opts to go ahead and toss another smoke, but Pancakes might opt to walk through this. Maybe not. Moving from left to right, they'll resmoke B main entrance once again. And Pancake's just going to straight up hold it. Occasional util dump. The double frag on the drinks. Doesn't take as much damage with the second grenade, but still a little bit chipped away at 77 HP now. And Pancake's going to go ahead and boost his teammate. I've seen this boost a couple of times, and it's really good for the offers. He can't quite make it work here. He's called back Pancake. Nice opening kill on the drinks. He had the slain Kegu. Okay. And then, as I spoke it into motherfucking existence, Pancakes with the ace.
That was such a good defense right there. I did see what you were talking about. They wanted to go for the boost, and then they realized the execution was coming in. And so they had to make a decision. Do we go for the boost, and do we look over and try to get something, or do we set up more defensively, let them run into us? And they opted for the latter, and it worked out beautifully. Pancakes cleaning up the entire team, playing around the smoke there. It was fantastic.
Great team play all around. Opening swings come through with Sway getting some chip damage onto Eiffel. Even more damage goes down for the count, actually. And Moose as well taking a lot of damage. These CTs are kind of falling apart in this round. Not looking too good for this Marksman side now. Pancake, step up, brother. Drinks on me and the rest of this T side of the Copypastas opting to push very heavily onto this A site. K trying to make something out of this through a main. Gets absolutely denied by Cure. Bomb will go down, and it's all up to Pancakes, Moose, and J-Mal. Pancakes opening it stuff early with one kill, not quite two. J-Mal secures the kill into Sway after the refrag. Moose will lead the charge into sight now, smoking off through a main. Drinks on me and Cure both with a kill to their name to wrap up the round. And that's going to bring Copypastas up to 3 now. Only a 2-score game. As we continue along this half. It's been pretty back and forth.
Yeah, I think Pancake set the tone on B side. He was telling them the B bomb site's closed, don't try it again. And the Copypastas were saying, that's fine with us. We'll just go back to A where we've seen success round after round. So I think you're going to have to see them shore up the defense on the A bomb site. Although it looks like this round, Marksmen are doing the opposite and pushing B.
Let's see, a very aggressive B push. You've got 4 of them out through B main, and then just K over in mid. Trades back and forth. Eiffel with 1 as well as Moose. Sway taking down Eiffel though in the trade. Pancakes with 1 as well. So the odd, awkward push works in their favor. K with 1 and a Kegu as well. It's all up to Cure on a 1v4 clutch. Bomb is down as well. Oh, the one shot, the one tap. Cure, my God. And that's what you love to see. Oh, my gosh. The Cure, playing smart, biding their time. No need to get aggressive. You got a little bit over a minute left to play anyway. Both Moose and Pancakes are squished really heavily down. You got 13 and 15 health apiece with just J-Mal at 80 HP. But could go for the team ace as well if J-Mal gets a final kill. Looks like Moose and Pancakes going to go ahead and hold right towards the exit of T-spawn. And let J-Mal hunt a little bit. Good. Do his little util dump. He's able to fall back. Moose goes down from the molly, and Cure can try to wrap this round up. Still so focused on the mid push, but it doesn't matter. No one there, and J-Mal secures the round for the Marksmen, bringing them up to 6-3.
That's a gutsy call by the Marksmen on a full rifle round to say, you know what, let's give up A, the site where we've had trouble holding it, and let's push B, have 1 player mid, and just somehow they make it work. The Copypastas got completely blindsided by that, and then they had to stay and fight, and they just couldn't pick it up. They couldn't pick up the numbers. Fantastic job by the Marksmen.
Marksman with the pistol strat over on a full rifle bound rifle buy around. Man, my tongue is tied today. And as you see, the teaser just got the Hero AK and a couple upgraded pistols and a MAC-10 with Kegu. They're gonna still try to push for mid control. Smoke is no good. Moose trying to get some chip damage over here from B side, but Drinks on me and Cloudy cracking open this A site with some ultimate precision. Nice Tech 9 headshot by Cloudy. Kieran can go ahead and re-smoke the primary entrance. Spam will come through on the CT side thanks to Pancakes. And a nade will absolutely be shoved down Kier's throat. But Moose coming in from sewers as well. And an aggressive push. Moose leading the charge now. Finally getting the kill in the Cure with J-Mal. And it's a 2-on-2. Bomb is taking mid on the time. I think he's gonna make this switch with the T. It's a 1v1. Who's just gonna run with it? Can't get nothing out of it. Doesn't even matter. Cloudy was out of the bomb. Copypastas get 4 on the board.
That's a round that should not have been. The Marksmen did a great job on the round prior to that and actually broke the economy of Copypastas. This was a Tech 9 rush. I think they had 1 AK to their name there during that round, and it was the Marksmen who had all the AKs. They had the goodbye, but again, it's that troublesome A site that they have not been able to hold as successfully as you'd expect, and it's come back to bite them.
Yeah, it was a really weird buy from the Copypastas. They had the 1 AK, and Kegu had a MAC-10, which he also went ahead and rebought. So, like, if you lose a round, like, so late in the half, like, it's going to be, like, an incredibly awkward fight. You're a nice open kill tank. The sprays come through with Sway. Can't get a damn thing. J-Mal finally finishes him off, and Cloudy gets the refrag on a K as well. It's going to be a 4-on-3 scratch, a 4-on-2 as J-Mal falls. But Kieran Kegu heavily squished. We've seen that a lot. Copypastas have a lot of chip damage, but they just weasel their way out of these tough situations. Eiffel, though, finishing off drinks on me. Gonna make this a 2-on-3, a little bit more manageable.
Look at the health on the Copypastas. They got whittled down to almost nothing. They have, what, 3 alive here, and 2 of them have, what, 14 HP combined.
Yeah, it always comes to these, like these funny post plants where you'll have like the Copypastas. They'll like take on an aggressive fight, and then they'll get the post plant. They'll be able to hit the post plant and just sort of just barely make it out of these aggressive plays with man advantages, albeit heavily squished, but still man advantages nonetheless. It's, you know, as soon as you get the drop on them with an AK, a one-shot headshot is gonna be all it is. But Marksmen opting to save their AKs, try to rip this round away from a 6-6 half at least. Kier going a little bit hunting. You're going to fall back towards A. May doesn't want to give his own rifle up. This will allow them to buy. It'll be interesting to see if they break out the op, which they looks like they will not. Haven't seen an op yet this game. Just AKs across the board for the Copypastas, and a scrounging bottom of the barrel for this Marksman buy. Util across the board with these saved AKs, but Pancakes and K both only have MP9, so you're gonna have to play a little bit of a cheeky, aggressive angles with this, possibly. Get a little sweaty with it. Both Moose and K opting to hold close on A side. Drink some meat, flashing himself in. Crack the smoke open, but Moose smartly holding behind pillar, just waiting him out over by waterfall. Take some chip damage. Here we'll re-smoke this, trying to maybe draw it a little bit more of a bait. Break the close smoke. Not gonna peek it though. The initial smoke will dissipate. Swale company looks like they will push over towards this A main, but Drinks is holding for any rotations through mid. And Eiffel! A surprise poke through mid gets them a lot of gains. And Sway is the first one to fall from the round. 1 minute left. They're going to commit to this A rush. Lots of util back and forth. Moose and Cloudy trades 1 apiece. I say as quickly as they committed, they're opting to fall back and just rush towards the Bravo site. Higu and Cloudy both trying to make something out of this. You had so... As soon as you push towards that A site, you give up a lot of map control. And the Marksmen immediately re-rotate over towards Bravo side as well, splitting themselves 2 apiece. That's a smart play.
They got the read.
Let's say they got the read. And Pancakes with 1, scratch that, make it 2. Give him the triple for the ending of the round. It'll be J-Mal to steal a kill. Pancakes on the assist on Cloudy, and that will make this a 7-5 half for the Marksmen. Looking pretty solid on their CT side. Let's see what they can do for the second half.
It might be a bit of an uphill battle. It's one thing to be able to sit back and plan and hold sites and everything. It really can be another when you have to crack open the bomb site. Obviously, I give both teams credit. They're very good players and very good teams, and they can make it happen. But I just wonder if, you know, on paper, Copypastas is supposed to run away with this. We'll have to see, though. I really wonder if the Marksmen brought some strategies for this one that'll actually make them win it.
So let's see. For the Copypastas, they won against the Owls 2-13 on Anubis. They won against Radon Royals 9-13. And then they lost against Shogun 8-13. So they've had some fairly close games and an absolute stomp against the Owls. And then Marksmen on Anubis, they won 7-13. And they lost 9-13 against the Owls. So the games have been fairly close as well. Moves to the opening kill with the Yeehaw Dualies. Some smoke spams don't go his way. But Eiffel getting more kills, and Moose as well. Cloudy trying to do a classic USPS spray, gets one at least for his troubles. Doesn't matter. Pancakes quickly cleans the round up, and Marksman, another scratch on the board for them. Make it 8-5.
I mean, we keep saying it, but that's the way you want to start the round, always with a pistol round victory. Marksmen do exactly what they need to do. They hit the bomb site quickly. I am curious if the Copypastas are going to be able to hold the A bomb site. It just seems like they didn't put anyone, they put one person there. They didn't put a stack until they realized, you know, okay, now they're coming in, we'll move 3 people there. But they still weren't able to hold it. And I wonder if that bomb site's going to be a trouble for them, just like it was for the Marksmen on their CT side.
It'll be interesting to see whatever they decide to pull out. Just a handful of upgraded pistols all around the board, really. As you look on the Copypasta side, a few lacking key components. KU 2-10 on the game so far, and Drinks on Me 4-12. J-Mal with the opening double on the Cloudy and both Drinks. Pancakes will go for the bomb plant. Eiffel onto Sway as well. The re-aggression from Canals denied. KU, the IGL, gonna go ahead and maybe go for a little bit of peek and poke. Pancakes down to take down Kira as well. KG, the last CT standing. Just maybe trying to ninja this. Hanging out. A swing and a miss. J-Mal takes his head off with another MD9-10 kill. And that's just gonna be more money for this T-side pockets.
It's kind of sad. We finally saw the boost break out here by the Copypastas instead of the Marksmen, the one that the Marksmen had been toying with that one round that Pancakes got the ace. Copypastas break it out, but they get flanked by E-Box. So it's unfortunate. They tried something new, they tried something good, and it didn't work out.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you just kind of got to throw spitballs on the wall and see what sticks. As we see a quad MP9 buy. Interesting. Initial shots ringing out through the middle of the map. Cure taking a lot of damage from that initial nade. The first swing outs are good, though. Sway and Cure each taking a kill apiece, and that's going to be a couple case for the CT side. And Cloudy through the smoke, just walking that bitch through and demolishing J-Mal. But Pancakes get the refrag into Kegu. A 2 on 4. And Moose is going to get spotted very quickly by being able to fall back. Pancakes trying to make something out of this. A quick walk through out over to A main. Nets him nothing. Moose gets Drinks, but Cloudy with a quick trade from B main, as these T's were very heavily split up. And that's going to be another solid round for the Copypastas. This is what you're kind of looking for. This is a very solid sort of defaulty split that just fell into their hands.
I think the Copypastas sticking with the MP9s, it was really an economic stroke of genius when you think about it, because they built up so much bank now on some of those players, and the CT side economy is, you know, we all know it's pretty bad these days. Hard to get moving, hard to maintain, and they're doing okay. If they can get through another round of getting some money this time, if they win this one, it'll be fantastic.
Let's say Pancakes goes down first. K as well with a quick trade out. Eiffel also taking a lot of damage. Oh, drinks on me. Goes down hard as well, and Cloudy with the quick trade on the chain now. And Sway walking all the way through mid, takes down Eiffel, and it's all to Moose. A 1v4 potential clutch. All on his lonesome, all on B-bomb site. Cloudy with a potential quad kill. Sway trying to hold a nice angle towards Dark over by Canals, gets a couple of good hits, but Moose gets the kill. Now he's got to very slowly hunt. He's got a little bit of time to work with, a little less than a minute. So his fire's not necessarily to his boots quite yet. Problem is he's got to go hunt. He's playing for kills at this point. And ECTs are not willing to give themselves up. They're staying grouped very heavily, just on towards T-stairs at the bomb. And Moose is going to find absolutely nothing unless he decides to poke out from Dark over towards Canals again. This time, Cure's holding the angle.
I wonder if Marksmen are using this as a sort of old-style classic timeout. You know, run the clock down, discuss what you need to do instead of taking an official timeout.
No, 100%. I'm kind of surprised neither team has taken a tactical timeout so far this game. It's been pretty heavily back and forth. It's only a 2-round game. Neither team has taken one timeout yet.
I think this round was worth 2 for the Copypastas by winning that with the MP9s and getting a lot of money in the bank, and by putting the economy of Marksmen on the, on the back foot here. They can get 8 to 9 here. If they're not tied, they're not winning, but they're definitely on the right path. This is the trajectory they needed.
We finally see an op breakout. Sway taking a few little pokes towards mid, finds nothing, but the initial grenades will chip down Eiffel's HP. Here, might go for the push of the smoke, maybe not. Oh, but the mid boost is good. Moose takes down Cure. His patience is rewarded, but K taking a lot of damage as well with the smoke spans by Drinks. Pancake's taking a lot of damage as well. Lord have mercy. And Cloudy walks through the smoke, looking like a casting couch video out there, surrounded by terrorists, gets absolutely mollywopped. And Drinks on Me gets some support, though, back towards his B-bomb site. And Sway takes down Pancakes through the smoke. The first kill of the game with the op. Hallelujah. And that makes this a little bit more manageable 4-on-3. But still, you're between a rock and a hard place, especially on the CT side. You don't want to give up the op. And that leaves this A side completely free for the taking. CTs will try to go for this. Kegu, nice kill into Eiffel as well. Moose will smoke A main. The Tech 9 spam is good for J-Mal. Takes down Kegu as well. And Drinks on Me will collect the rifle and run away smartly. Sway gonna go ahead and save the op as well. And this will make it double digits for the Marksmen. 10-7 after the bomb explodes.
This is not the way it should have gone. Copypastas was set to win this economically and everything else. This round, at least. And it just fell apart again. The A bomb site again proving to be the final destination of the terrorist team of either side. This is where they're going. The A bomb site is not being properly secured in this match. It's very curious. I think the team that figures out how to hold it is going to be the one that wins. If Copypastas can figure that out, they've got this game.
Yeah, this A site has been very heavily used and abused by both teams. And I think that if Sway had gotten the initial pick over towards mid at the very beginning of the round, it could have fallen into their favor just a little bit more likely. Classic util dumps go towards B main. Sway taking the brunt of the damage with some chip damage by the Drinks on Me taking some damage as well as K spams through the smoke all the way towards the Dark. Cloudy gonna go ahead and back him up on the Bravo site. Some jiggle peeks, waiting for the smoke to dissipate. onesies and twosies. And the CT Molly push K back just a little bit. But Cure, a nice swing from mid, nets him the opening kill of the round. And the T's will take a moment just to pause here and collect their bearings. You've lost the opening pick. Scratch that, you've lost both opening kills. This time it's Drinks on me with a swing out from the start. The double poke is good. Pancakes takes down Drinks. But the remainder of the CT side is still over on the Alpha Bomb site. They're still waiting for the A main push. And the T's will feed just right into them. Kegu might line up a couple of good kills with this. Molly initially ward them off. They will tuck their tails and run very quickly. They're going to go through canals towards B site. J-Mao onto Cloudy as well, and that's going to open up this site for the take. Here's there for the quick rotate, though. And Moose is going to lead the charge. Kira plays it smart, but not smart enough. Gets a good shot at a J-Mao, squishing him down to 10 HP, but he's the one to fall. Pancakes takes down Kegu as well off the sway once again with the op. And he's just going to save this out. He's going to play it smart, play it quietly. Not trying to give his position away too much. If he can net an exit frag, he might go for it. But he's just going to go and play very slowly towards mid. It's such an unfortunate set of circumstances. Having to save the op every single time, it's almost match point. You've only got 7 on the board. You've got to play something. Because what you're doing right now, it's not working.
I wonder if it's some desperation on the side of the Copypastas. They've been doing a number of aggressive CT peaks, pushing here and there. And while I appreciate a good aggressive CT side, there have been some really questionable pushes. I'm reminded, like, I think it was 2 rounds ago, Cloud Zeno just running through the smoke through B main and finding a whole stack of terrorists on the other side. Now, some of that, obviously, when you get peaks like that are aggressive, it could be ego-based, but on the other hand, for a team like Copypastas, I wonder if they're just not getting the read, if they're being pressured a little bit and they're misreading what the terrorists are doing, and that's what's making them push at the wrong time.
Oh no, an Eiffel, a quick spray down through the smoke, takes down the CT offer, Sway falls. I think I have to reconnect, and they're going to go ahead and recollect that. Cure taking a lot of damage as well. Takes down K in the process, though, but is lit down to 39 HP. The Copypastas, yeah, they've had CT. You can get kind of aggressive with the CT towards some of these A main and B main pushes. It gets kind of funky, especially whenever you're like full rifle buying and you're getting really heavily pushed on a map like Anubis. It's not necessarily the norm. But you can definitely make something out of it. Drinks on me, opening kill towards B bomb site. Tries to swing up through B main, nets nothing. Pure demolishes J-Mao. Kegu as well into Pancakes, but Eiffel making this his round, a triple so far. But Cloudy with the op secures it, and Copypastas finally getting another round on the board, 8-11 this time around.
Yeah, finally something goes their way right there. I'm glad he was able to get it together. It seems very difficult when you're losing on CT side in particular. It just seems like everything is falling. Everything is very difficult. You feel pressured to shore up your the holes. If you lose somebody in mid, you want to get off the site to help. And a round like that could be really huge. That could really give them the confidence they need to start making some very coordinated plays here.
Cloudy with a nice boost jump and immediately takes down Eiffel right out of the gate from B main. K collects the bomb, and Moose smartly falls back. Waiting for any more re-aggression towards this B main. They probably aren't going to get it. As soon as you get that opening pick, especially on the CT side, you can lay back and wait and let the T stew in their own mess. Let them waste their util. Another solid push through mid, though. The likes of Pancakes and K. Sway all the way towards the very back of mid. closer towards the entrance of A site.
This will be critical.
Okay, let's see if you can get the first swing out kill. This will be everything. Oh, he spots the head. Nice headshot. A wall bang to boot. Pancakes with the flashbang gonna try to bait them out just a little bit more, get them antsy. But he has to fall back with the shell between his legs. And Moose spots Cloudy right out from Temple, but gets denied. And Drinks on me, caught with his pants down. Pancakes and Jam out with a kill of their own. Cure with the refrag though, and it's off to Pancakes. He's gonna have to get 3. Get spotted very quickly. Grenade or no grenade? That is the question. Absolutely eats a flashbang as well. Cure will get the kill, and that's going to bring the Copypastas within 2 now. Almost to double digits. This is the solid CT side that we want to see from Copypastas.
Yeah, not to take away from Cloud Xeno or Cure, they both did exactly what they needed to do there, but I really think that op shot by Sway was critical to slowing down the push and keeping them from pushing in. If they had killed him, then I think the Marksmen could have possibly had something going on in mid, and I really think the round could have gone differently. So good credit to Sway here, who, by the way, is subbing.
That's true. Oh, and more MP9 farm across the board, especially with Drinks on me. Lord have mercy. I'm going to pick up the M4A4 as well. That's going to just be more money lying the CT's pockets. Make it a 1-score game.
The economy now for the Marksmen aren't so good.
Yeah, especially whenever the T-side economy gets kind of down in the dumps, you got to scratch your head and, think about what you could have done differently these last handful of rounds. But we've seen Marksmen come pretty heavy-handed with these T-side rushes. They've come out swinging. It's come towards their favor. Just all depends on what they decide to go for. If I had to guess, I would assume it's going to be an A rush because the A side has been used and abused this whole game. Both sides, it seems to be the weaker bomb site to hold. And we haven't really seen them push A immediately out the gate. Yeah, we're at a short tech pause right now, but as you were saying, Bible, I'm sorry.
No, I think you're right. I think the A bomb site is the site to hit. If you want to get a little bit more complicated, throw something towards B, send somebody towards B and make it seem like that's where you're going, maybe mid, and hit the A site as fast as you can. You could probably make something happen there. And if the Copypastas are able to take the momentum and take the pause right there, they might have thought about that, and they might shore up the A bomb site. But it looks like they're going mid.
I was gonna say it's either gonna be a mid push and you just absolutely overwhelm the opper, or it's gonna be a straight up A main hit. A delayed rush. They buy their time in the mid smoke. They will fully exec. Moose takes some chip damage with the util. Cure opening kill. Sway, Cure racking him up. J-Mount with at least 1 refrag. Hagu with one of his own. Scratch that. Make it 2. And this is another solid hold from the Copypastas. Tying it up now 11 apiece.
Copypastas finally put more people on A than is typically needed, and it came in handy. They needed them to hold the bomb site. And now their chances of winning this have gone up dramatically. The odds are hugely in their favor.
Cloud Xeno 23-12 on the game so far. Looking fantastic. And Pancakes 21-13. Hopefully Cloudy can get an ace. So get 1 ace for each side. Fingers crossed. And the CTs go for a straight up mid aggression, absolutely punishing this T side. Moves with a refrag and a Drinks. And looks like J-Mount takes to try to re-swing it. Cure takes down Pancakes, but J-Mount with the refrag. Sway holding back mid still with the op. The util is good. Moose takes a lot of chip damage for that as well. And he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. Sway sees all 3 Ts, going to fall back smartly. Maybe take another chip shot or 2 just to bait him. And J-Mount onto Cloudy now. And this B side is completely empty. I think Moose and K are reading right into this as well. They're just going to walk their happy asses over towards the Bravo site. You can notice it's empty, and they're going to go straight for the plant. Because, you know, the T's were at a really weird position. They were all grouped up towards mid, push it, fall back, and if memory serves, you're thinking they're going to go straight towards the A hit. But now Kegu swinging all the way back from A to CT spawn towards B site now. And Sway pushing through now from mid toward T spawn by entrance to B main. And then he drops through mid towards dark. Kegu trying to crack open the site from the opposite side. The nade is good on this way, taking a lot of chip damage, but Kegu with one. Moose gets the refrag though, make it a double for him. Actually, scratch that, make it a triple for him. 3 kills on that round, and that brings Marksmen up to match point.
I love the Copypastas aggression there. You know, oh, you've had us on the back foot the whole time. We haven't been doing so well. We're going to take the fight to you. And they start to see some success, but I really love the way the Marksmen held their ground and got the trades. And they just consolidated, held the line. And even though they were pretty wounded and didn't have a lot of HP to work with, they just worked together and got the execute done.
It's funny because, like, it was such an awkward push through middle, but the Marksmen, they held it. It wasn't the strongest hold, but they were able to hold their own, and then they don't immediately rotate to either bomb site A or B. They hold their own, they stay at mid for a couple of seconds, and then they slowly rotate towards over to B main. Really smart play.
The Copypastas weren't even on B at the time. They were completely just out of their element, not knowing where to go. Yeah.
Eiffel, the opening kill onto Sway. K's going to push towards mid as well by double doors. Drinks on me taking a lot of chip damage as well, down to 74 already. Not a single hit point of damage for the Marksmen so far. I say that. Moose with a double. Gets a little bit of HP for his troubles. Kegu opposite push. Oh, ooh, that was so close. Almost got caught with his knife out of his pants down. Gets Eiffel. And the re-swing onto Pancakes is good as well. Making this a lot more uglier than it should be. J-Mal to Kegu, though, that takes him out of the round. And it's all up to Cure on a 1v2 clutch. Bomb will go down towards his Bravo site. Moose holding the back towards CT. And Cure's stuck between a rock and a hard place. On top of mid, will probably drop here, go towards dark, and he does. Announces his presence with the initial flash. J-Mal's going to swing back towards B main since he has such low HP. And Moose is really close. Ooh, and that grenade almost took him out. Moose with the one tap on the Cure, and that will secure the game for the Marksmen. 13-11, taking down the Copypastas in a very tight fashion.
That was incredibly close. That was so close. The Marksmen should be incredibly happy for what they were able to accomplish. And I think they should be going into the playoffs incredibly motivated and rejuvenated. They just took down the #1 team, and they were already second place going into it. That's fantastic. On the other hand, the Copypastas shouldn't feel too bad. They were playing with a substitute tonight. That was Sway, and Sway wasn't playing terrible by any means, but you know how it can go. You know, you get a substitute in the mix, and maybe you can't play the exact plays you want to do. Maybe the sub doesn't know the exact setup that you have. But, you know, it's unfortunate because I thought Sway did fairly well and he got a critical kill when he needed to. But that's the way it goes in Counter-Strike. You got to be the best in the moment in the server at that time.
Yeah, I can't dog on Sway as the substitute. He held his own and he did really well, all things considered. Especially like you were saying, like as a substitute, you're not going to know the entire playbook. You haven't been playing with this team all the season. I say that. Sway, I think, is the elite tier player for Copypastas. So they may have been in the books for this premier team for a little bit, talking to Kegu and Cloudzino a little bit prior to the game, maybe studying a little bit of, maybe studying a couple VODs and playbacks, looking at their previous games on Anubis.
And apparently, the other thing I was just informed about is that Eiffel was also a sub for the Marksmen, replacing Clumsy. So that's also a dynamic that we didn't take into account.
That's true. I was about to say a team with a sub on each side. That's just throwing that much more chaos into the mix, especially whenever it's you know the top two teams of this premier tier of play going at each other's throats for one of the last games of the regular season. Especially when it comes to playoff seeding, this is on the marbles, and it just definitely one for the books, and it just falls in the marksman's favor.
It was definitely a good match. I'm glad we were able to cast it, and I understand we've got another one tonight since it's always doubleheader Mondays for Premiere.
Yes, sir. It is. If I can actually find it. Our next game is going to be Red on Royals and Shogun. Let's take a look at their stats for this season. If I won't be completely blind. Shogun are 4-5 on the season, as are Red on Royals. And it looks like, let's see, Shogun and Red on Royals. Yeah, both 4-5 on the season. Both have I should say, Shogun have a really wide map pool of their play. They've played at damn near every single map on the on the pool so far. But we will cut to a short break as we get ready for the second match of the night. We'll be back in just a few minutes.